Just want to highlight something here. Got this electric vehicle plugged into the electric charge point at the hospital, right? Now these don't charge, these electric charge points, so I think they're actually free to use. So when you drive up here with your electric vehicle, they're free to use. But it says here on the side of the car, 0 emissions. Yeah, it might not pump out emissions from the exhaust, but I can guarantee you that electricity that's being generated, that's being pumped into that car, isn't 0 emissions. Where do they think electricity comes from? It certainly doesn't come from 0 emission power stations. In addition to that, if you notice, ambulance only, keep clear. They've actually installed this charge point in the ambulance bit. So where the ambulance pulls up to stop, you can see there's Xbox here, look, Xbox, and it says ambulance only, keep clear. That's where they've actually put the charge point. I mean, what? I mean, it's not a disabled vehicle, it's an electric vehicle. Why does it have to be so close to the door? I mean, what if a couple of ambulances pull up here and want to get into the hospital to pick up a patient or whatever, and this thing has been plonked right in the middle of where that actually is meant to be? But this 0 emissions crap, that's not 0 emissions. In fact, see, to actually make the batteries in these things, the cobalt mining and lithium mining that they have to do, it destroys the world. These are not less emissions than it is. They're just localizing the emissions when they're manufacturing them. And this is definitely not 0 emissions, because our power stations run on all sorts of things, from nuclear power to oil, coal, everything. So there's definitely not 0 emissions. That's a lie. That's just a gimmick for the government to force everybody to take electric cars. Here is a prime example of what I was just talking about. British Red Cross vehicle, which I think transports blood, and the ambulance were blocking each other in because there wasn't enough space for the 2 ambulances and the vehicle, because this electric car. They've put that electric car in the stupidest place I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And look, it's reversing back in there. It was just parked in there. So the ambulances are coming in and picking people up and dropping people off, but that bloody electric car is right in the way. Whose idea was that? Seriously.